In December of 2019, Ms. Bogue, the Executive Director of Education Services, brought some of her staff to the Hill to provide a demonstration of the current state of the GI Bill claims processing to our members and staff. That experience was eye-opening, to say the least. The VA claims processors use more than a dozen systems, many of them decades old, toggling back and forth between screens, manually transferring data from one system to the next, and taking and storing screenshots for audit purposes. The inefficiency alone is problematic, not to mention the risk of error in data entry and the impacts of those errors on our veterans. Obviously, it's long past time to modernize these systems. I fully support VBA's efforts to bring the GI Bill systems into the 21st century, but I have many questions about the work that has been done thus far to move forward on a plan to do so. We have heard that the VA has asked other congressional committees to grant Secretary Wilkie authority to reprogram approximately $250 million in COVID-19 relief funding for this project. I hope to hear more about this, but I must say that I have questions about the use of emergency supplemental appropriations to correct an issue that has been plaguing the Department for decades. It seems to me that this should have been budgeted and planned for a long time ago. The Veterans Benefit Administration tasked MITRE Corporation to prepare a report conducting some analysis and on implementing replacement systems. This report, which we only recently received, represents strong first steps in the process, but the lack of an actionable plan indicates that there is still much work to be done. I look forward to hearing more about the report from witnesses today, and I have questions about how VBA intends to use it to guide the acquisition of a new system. When it comes to IT acquisitions, VA unfortunately has a long history of failures and cost overruns due to poor requirements development. It is crucial that VBA has a thorough understanding of what is needed from a new GI Bill system before engaging a contractor. Otherwise, there is a very real risk the system will not meet the VA's, veterans, and educational institutions' needs. This challenge with requirements development was repeated last year with the implementation of certain aspects of the Forever GI Bill. But VA, fortunately, was able to course correct after a lot of hard work and introspection. I'm hopeful that the VBA and OIT have learned how to apply that lesson to other programs, and that we will hear how they are developing their requirements for this new system and developing a transparent and accountable acquisition plan. I have questions about where they are in this process. I've said many times before that governance and accountability are crucial to the success of any enterprise-wide IT project. There have been many stories of government IT projects failing, and when it comes time to answer, no one knows who is accountable. It is crucial that we know who the accountable official is on this project and that we have a thorough understanding of the planned governance structure and the respective roles of the VBA, the Education Services, and the OIT in that structure. Transparency and accountability are very important as we discuss the possibility of spending at least $250 million in taxpayer money that was intended for another purpose. I also want to ensure that there is strong stakeholder engagement and that as the way veterans access education benefits that they have earned may change or adapt, that the systems that support those benefits work as originally intended. I look forward to this robust discussion today on these issues, and I thank our witnesses for